I'm Kristin Pelinka, and this is my husband, Rob, and we have been members of our life group for 2 years.
So we have a group that's made up of married couples, which...
All have 2 kids less than 5, right? 5 or under.
Right.
So preschool age kids.
I think our group, to a person, does a great job just being self-deprecating, and I think that sort of breaks down the walls when we sit down and, have discussions and tell life stories and make fun of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that opens up the forum for a really honest discussion.
Mm-hmm. I think some small groups, I think some people have a fear going into a small group that everyone's going to be trying to present themselves as having it all together. And our group certainly does not try and do that. We're definitely very real, very vulnerable, and we can definitely laugh at ourselves and with each other at one another.
I think that laughter happens most often when people are less focused on themselves. I think if we take the focus off ourselves and all these so-called problems we think we're having on a daily basis, it frees us up to just kind of look at what's going on around us and how sort of joy-filled and humorous life can be, how awkward it can be, but in a good way. So I think laughter teaches us to take the focus off ourselves. I was reading a book somewhere where a great author said something like, show me a man who laughs a lot, and that man is close to the heart of God. And I do believe that there's just an ease in life when someone's laughing a lot. They're in a really good sort of centered place. And I think it's hard to be that individual person all the time, but if you go into a group setting, that laughter is going to become infectious.
I think one thing we've been talking about in our life group is that what does a redeemed life look like? And one thing that we always keep coming back to is that it's a life that displays more joy and more freedom than it did before Christ entered into the picture. And I think part of what more joy and more freedom looks like is laughter. So the deeper you get into Scripture and the deeper you get into your relationship with God, you realize that God is the creator of laughter, and that is a part of His spirit, His character, and that it's not an accident that a redeemed life has more joy and more freedom and more laughter, because that's something that emanates from Him.